Judge Vanderbilt Court is now in session. Judge, this is the case of the Johnsons.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Mrs. or Miss Johnson?
Soon to be Miss.
Sir, I was talking to her. Soon to be Miss.
Yes.
Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Yes, I did. The child is now 18. I would like to be relieved of the child support payments.
Continue.
Because I've fulfilled my obligations in the amicable split that we had. So since the child is 18, I would like to be relieved of child support payments.
Okay. So, sir, how do you feel about that?
Ma'am, I don't know what kind of Afrocentrickery she's trying to run up in here, but it costs money to raise a child. I understand he's 18, but he's handicapped. He's special.
Okay.
Imagine this. A mother walks into court demanding to end her child support payments because her child just turned 18. But there's a twist. That child is actually a special needs adult who still requires intensive care. What would you do?
So now we're getting to the meat of it, because that's not what she just presented to me.
Well,
She
she's
just
acting
presented
special
it.
right now because she don't want to
Well,
pay
sir,
this
let's
money.
not do name calling. That's not nice.
I didn't call her no names, ma'am. I'm just saying she's acting special. All I know is this. It costs money to take care of this child. I don't have it.
When you say he's special, what type of disability does
He has
he
a
have?
mental disability, ma'am.
Okay. What type of medical bills does he have?
Currently, my bills are running about $1,800 a month. I have a garage. Obviously, by my dress and appearance today, I'm a simple man. But I make a clean living and do what I have to do. But I can only fix so many cars a day and have to put on helmets and change stuff. I don't have the time.
Okay, what type of medical expenses does the child have on a monthly basis?
He has rehabilitation.
Okay.
He also has some vocational training skills to help him. We're trying to get him out there on his own a little bit.
Okay.
And he also has a speech therapist that comes in once a week also to help him out.
Okay. And other than that, is he does he have any other disabilities or anything?
Not really, other than her not being around ever.
Okay.
That's the only disability that's really got it messed up.
How much is rehab a month?
Rehab a month is $400, ma'am.
400. Okay. Does he go to a special type of school?
No, actually, the state sends someone to him at the residence because it's actually become more of a hindrance to get him somewhere than it is to actually take care of him at the home.
Okay. And you want to be removed from child support, and you hear about all of the care that it takes to take care of your adult child who's disabled, well, has special needs?
Your Honor,
Make this good.
Today's courtroom drama unfolds with Miss Johnson, who wants to be relieved of her child support obligations now that her son has reached adulthood. But there's a catch. Her ex, the father, argues that the 18-year-old still needs ongoing medical and vocational care due to his disabilities. It's a clash between financial responsibility and the reality of raising a special needs child. And the judge? Well, she's about to uncover some jaw-dropping truths. Right off the bat, Miss Johnson is playing it cool, claiming she's fulfilled her child support obligations and wants out. But as soon as the judge presses her for more information, things get complicated fast. The father reveals that their son, despite being 18, has significant disabilities that require ongoing rehabilitation, vocational training, and speech therapy. That's $100 to $800 a month in medical bills, and he's footing the entire bill while running a small...
I'm going to make this good. Due to the fact that I have been around, I do contribute, I am there. My job takes me all over the world. Not only do I'm an educator, but I also have another son as well too, who is 16. I'm in both of their lives. So therefore, I need a little reprieve because there are certain things that I need to do with cash. Certain investments I want to
Ma'am,
make.
when I speak, you stop talking, okay?
Sure.
You're doing a whole lot of talking and you're not saying anything, okay? Your child has needs that this man pays for. Rehab alone is $400 a month. Is this an expense that a doctor has told you that's going to be ongoing in the future?
Me, ma'am?
Yes, you, sir.
Oh, sure. Yes, ma'am. It's still going to go on. I mean, as far as, she's just worried about her needs.
What
know
about
I'm saying?
the-
People in hell need ice water.
What about the caretaker coming out to the home? Is that going to be something that's ongoing as well?
No, ma'am. That's going to end here actually in about 2 years here. It's gonna
2
end.
years.
Yes,
2
ma'am.
years?
Yes,
And
ma'am.
you are asking me to stop paying child support today? You know what? Ma'am, according to the paperwork that you provided, your child support is based on your annual income of $30,000 a year, right?
Small garage. Ouch. Now, here's where it gets messy. Miss Johnson claims she's still making $30,000 a year, but the father is quick to call her out, pointing out that she's clearly upgraded her lifestyle. And the judge? She's not buying it either. After some back and forth, Miss Johnson finally admits she's now making $42,000 a year, a solid $12,000 more than before. Caught red-handed. The judge is now fully locked in. Miss Johnson's attempt to downplay her financial situation backfires spectacularly, especially when she tries to make it seem like her son's care needs are temporary. The father clarified.
That is correct.
How much are you making now?
Probably a little more over 10,000
Okay.
over that.
You know what? Let me ask him, because I don't think some of the information you're giving me is very truthful. Sir, how
Yes,
much
ma'am.
money does she make a year that you know of?
When we first did the situation, she was making $30,000 a year. Now,
Okay.
by the way we dress today, obviously one of us didn't come up. So I think somebody might need to talk to somebody or count some beans or something, because I know somebody making a little money. It ain't me. I had this garage by myself for 35 years.
But the child lives with you, correct?
Right. And I
Ma'am?
had to keep my other garage.
Ma'am, how much money do you make a year, truthfully?
Truthfully, about 42,000.
You make
But
40.
see, he negates the.
No,
Okay.
no, ma'am. You made more money, and you tried to. First of all, I feel offended that you came into my courtroom and tried to downplay what the situation was, what it was in the first place. You made it appear as though this child turned 18 and your child support should naturally terminate. That's not what's going on. Your child has special needs that this man has been paying for, and you have gotten a $12,000 raise, in a sense, of salary.
Period of time.
And he, excuse me?
See,
Over a
that's the
period?
reason I got
Even
rid of
over
her
a
in the
period of
first place.
time. Today, you make more money. You make more money, and you just heard this man testify that a medical doctor told him that it's going to stop, the care coming to his home is going to end in 2 years.
2 years.
2 years, right? That
Then
is a long time.
Allow me a 2-year reprieve so I can do some things that I need to do.
Ma'am,
I don't have
listen,
a problem.
listen.
That while some services may end in 2 years, other therapies and support will continue indefinitely. And the judge? She's having none of it. Not only does she refuse to terminate Miss Johnson's child support, but she also raises it to $471 a month based on her new income. Miss Johnson's face says it all. She thought she'd walk out of court with a lighter wallet, but instead, she's walking out with a bigger bill. Denial isn't just a river in Egypt, and Miss Johnson just tried to swim across it without a paddle. Thinking the judge wouldn't notice a $12,000 income bump? Not the smartest move.
Continue
the
on
only
taking care of my
reprieve-
child.
The only reprieve you're going to receive here today is to start your child support obligation on a monthly basis to this man, okay? That's what we're going to do.
Is it continued
Ma'am.
because I've been doing?
Oh, yeah, it's going to go up.
Excuse
It's
me,
definitely
ma'am.
going to go up. Yes, sir.
Apparently, denial isn't just in Africa. It's here today.
Look, listen, sir. Listen. Your little innuendos, those are cute, but let's leave them somewhere else. They're not
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
take place in here, okay? They're not going to take place in here. And ma'am, your outburst, please. I'm not impressed.
I'm not impressed either.
No, you shouldn't be. You should not be impressed. You came into this courtroom and tried to misrepresent, and you just simply don't want to take care of your child.
That's the reason
That
we're
is
together
ridiculous. ma'am. So you said you make $42,000 a year. According to my calculation, that's about $3,500 for gross a month. That puts your net resources at $2,948.13. Who carries the health insurance on the child?
That would be me, ma'am.
Both.
Well, the adult child, excuse me. You carry health insurance, and what were you getting ready to say, ma'am?
Both of us.
So the child is equally covered. Okay, great.
Yes, that is correct.
And I heard you say that you had a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
And the judge. She's got a zero-tolerance policy for lies and excuses. So the verdict is in. Miss Johnson's child support payments not only continue, but they just went up. But with the father still struggling to cover mounting medical expenses, is this really enough to keep their son afloat? What would...
Okay. So we're going to base your child support. You get credit for the child that you already have. So your child support is going to be set at $471.08 per month.
Say that again?
$471.70 per month. Understood?
That's clear.
Okay. Is there anything further?
Well, I was hoping, ma'am, if I could get a little boost in that, because the youngest son, he currently is being tested as well for some problems that he may be having.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
this is not the platform for you to be asking for an increase, and you just heard what this woman makes, and you heard me do the calculation based on what it is that she makes.
Well, I just was asking, ma'am.
No, sir. That's not how these things are done.
I mean,
You
she
cannot
couldn't-
get you cannot get an increase from what she's making. What she makes is what she makes. Child support is based on a calculation. It's that simple. Now, if you want to do something later and file something in court once it's been diagnosed, what your other child may have, then you can do that. But until then, is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. You all may be dismissed.
You want a clown.
It's the reason we ain't together now.
Would you do if you were the judge? Do you think Miss Johnson got what she deserved, or was the judge too harsh? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for tuning in to another jaw-dropping case on Courtroom Confessions. Hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for more real-life legal drama coming your way.